Yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now that's right, today we're here to talk about Barbie. I was so excited for this movie. So yesterday, or 2 days ago when this video is going up, I went to see Oppenheimer in the morning. Now I had a lovely TGI Friday meal in the middle, had about an hour and a half to chill out and relax and unwind from Oppenheimer because it was very intense and very depressing. And then I went into Barbie and had such a blast with this movie. So yeah, anyway, let's crack on. Barbie, this movie here, very unexpected movie coming out of nowhere. We see Barbie herself. She is forced to come into the real world. She leaves Barbie land behind and she comes into the real world to find a girl who's been playing with her doll. And along with her comes Ken, who's brilliantly played by Ryan Gosling. Together they got to find this girl and try and fix the things that are going wrong in Barbie land. That's the plot, okay? And the plot itself isn't actually anything great. If you just watch this film and don't take in any of the kind of self-aware, meta kind of underlay of writing that's sort of going on with this movie, then I think you might not love this movie because the plot is kind of actually generic. It's just, you know, Barbie's got to leave, she's got to go find someone, and there's some stuff that goes on in Barbie land, and it's all like, there's a lot of coincidences as well. Barbie does very quickly bump into people in the real world, ones that she's obviously meant to bump into. But I don't think the film cares, and I don't think that Greta Gerwig, I think her name is, the director, who's a fantastic director, by the way, I love her other film. I don't think that they care much because there's many more important things to this movie than that very basic plot. And I think with that, you get this real sense of the world being flipped on its head in Barbie land, whereas in real life it's women's rights, of course, at the minute are being pushed for harder than ever, as they should be, equality, all that stuff. And at the minute, it's a very male dominant world, and in Barbie land it's the opposite. It's the Barbies that have all the power and the Kens are just Kens. And it makes for a very interesting juxtaposition when Ken and Barbie come into this world, and Ken realises that in this world, he can be so much more, and Barbie's realising that in this world, she is not, that the women are not what she thought they were in Barbie world. And it makes for some very interesting jokes, of course, because, as I say, it is kind of, the Barbie land is kind of the opposite of the real world. And with that, the writers have a lot of fun at poking fun at society today, which made for some really good humour as well. And that's the thing, I think this film was hilarious, to be honest. I thought Margot Robbie done a great job as Barbie, but for me, the standout in this movie was definitely Ryan Gosling as Ken. He absolutely killed me. And I think a lot of the surrounding cast as well was also pretty fantastic. There's a lot of big actors in this who pop up just to play the other Barbies and the other Kens. And you can tell they're all just having an absolute blast in this movie. And with that, as I say, you've got a great director behind this. Some of the cinematography is brilliant. There's a dream sequence at the end, which I loved. A lot of the dialogue's quite good as well. As I say, the humour obviously is great. The music, cheesy as hell, but I loved it. I'm not really a huge Dua Lipa fan, but her song is catchy as hell. Yeah, I don't have loads to say on it. I just thought it was really quite clever. It had a lot of clever and important meanings underneath this very kind of generic plot, and I think if you can get past that generic plot, because I think it's kind of generic on purpose. Once you get past that and you understand what this film's actually going for, you realise it's actually quite an intelligent film. The humour works really well, and it's all round just a really fun time, and it's a really good movie, and I had a really good time with it. So yeah, Barbie, good movie. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed as always. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message. And as always, I'll see you next time for another video. Bye-bye.